What's next for the jewelry box? And I'm talking about this. This is what I call the box. So we're looking pretty good. We've got our risers in, we got our trim on, it's all sanded. Not much left to do with the actual box itself. Let me show you this. So here is another example of the box. If I open the lid up, I'm not sure if you can see this, but back here, all right, this back edge, the top back edge of the box, what we need to do is we need to actually round this over. All right, we're gonna router this edge because we can't have a sharp edge here, because what happens, it'll interfere with the opening and closing of the box. So this last step for the box is going to be how to router that back edge. So at this point, it's really obvious what is the back edge. This is the back edge. I held off routering this until we had the trim on so that we knew exactly what edge was going to be the back. So what we're going to do is we're going to flip our box over, all right, and we're going to use the router table to go ahead and router that that round over in the back. So the first thing I want to point out, this router table I have currently set up with the round over bit on it. So before you actually router your project, check with me or run a sample piece to make sure that the round over bit is in there and properly set up. This one seems to get changed all the time between chamfer maybe, rabbiting bit, and the round over. All right, so this is really easy. I want to point out there is no guard at this point because the box won't fit in there without the guard or with the guard in place. So just be aware where your hands are, especially your right hand when you bring this thing across, right? When you're pushing across at the end, right? Be aware where those fingers are. Now, normally, if this was just a plain old board, I wouldn't worry about tear out at the end. However, right, we're going to be coming across the end of this board, right? So anytime we do end grain, we have to be concerned about tear out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to place my box there. I'm going to grab a support stick. I'm going to put the support stick up against, it's hard to see, but I'm putting the support stick up against my box, and we're just going to go ahead and run this thing. The result, we just have that slight little round over here, and that's all we need for clearance when we go to hinge our top open. All right. Sorry about that awkward delay. It was a little hard for me to hit pause. So anyways, just want to kind of bring you up to speed where we were. What we just did, we did step 15. We routed the edge. Okay, we used a router table. I should probably put in here a round over. We used a round over bit. Okay, so we rounded over the back top edge. I probably should put in here a push stick or support stick. Sorry, not a push stick. Use support stick. All right, and so that was step 15. Just making sure you got all our steps in here. The last couple steps here, maybe I don't think I actually put those on the screen anytime, but step 11 was the rough, medium, and fine sand. Step 12 was to cut and install the risers. Step 13 really was the we made the base trim, and that was Jewelry Box video 7. To cut and install the trim, step 14, that was Jewelry Box video number 8. And I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to put step 16 in right now, and that is to apply finish. Alright, and so I'm going to kind of hold off. I'm going to do another video on how to apply the finish. This time what we're going to do is we're going to apply a lacquer finish. So look forward to that video. But at this point, the box is done and we can start working on making the top and brackets.